that emporium.
You know how fast we can go.
Larry on.
Excuse me. Can you tell dumbass Matt to quit playing the drums on his fucking legs? Because I can hear it all the way through the fucking headphones. Were you playing the drums? Thank you, Matt.
We're back with Pod Vomit. Matt's over there pissing Joe off right from the beginning.
Dickhead!
The irritation between these two is like...
I think he thinks he's Neil Peart.
Yeah.
Peart.
Well, he's more like Neil Jerk.
Oh!
But I'm just saying.
It was a little bit funny.
Well, and they are
A little
both...
bit
You hear
funny.
that, Neil
On
Jerk?
the Blazo meter,
And-
that's a 0.3.
Yeah, and they're both from Canada.
It's a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, that's where I was going with the Neil Peart thing.
Yeah.
Could I roadie for your band, Rush? All 90 pounds of me could carry like half a speaker.
I love how the beginning of the
I
show
could
is
carry an
rip
Eastern
on Matt for
Cruise.
5 minutes. Hey, and notice something. I haven't said anything. The two dicks on the right of me have. But you ain't angry, are
I wasn't
you?
paying attention.
Okay, well, Matt doesn't pay attention, but nevertheless, this is Pod Vomit number 2, back screaming at each other, pontificating all our bullshit all over the internet, yakking all over the internet with Rick, Justin, Joe, and...
Yes, we're the other dicks.
Our sniveling Canadian counterpart, Elias, over there in the fucking corner. So, we were talking during break that Matt still will not, back his argument up on AC/DC versus Aerosmith. This pisses me off because we've talked about this at work, and he is so adamant about going on and on and on about how AC/DC is a greater band than Aerosmith. Now, having said that, I love both of these bands. I'm not taking anything away from either one, but... if I'm going to pick one over the other...
You got to validate your opinion.
I'm right. I'm going to validate my opinion. I think Aerosmith is the better band for several reasons. Number one, I think when you buy an AC/DC album, you know what you get. It's not going to be no power ballads. It's not going to be, that's fine. I don't want that. But I'm just saying there's no surprises with an AC/DC record. Let There Be Rock and Back in Black. They're all primarily the same record, but you look through Aerosmith's discography, and you've got stuff like Rats in the Cellar, Sweet Emotion, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. It's very diverse, but yet they have still managed to have a very successful career.
You could have left out I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
But it was very popular for them, and yet again,
nevertheless.
I agree, but point being is AC/DC, in my opinion, as much as I do love this band, they've had a very big success in the 70s. In the early 80s, they kind of sort of dwindled in the late 80s, come back in the early 90s. They, they put out an album that does really well, and I've seen them in concert throughout the years, and they've done a kick-ass job, but I just feel like, the last time AC/DC came, what are you laughing at?
I'm having that kid is on the escalator moment. That bastard over there is on his phone.
Get off the fucking phone.
Now, he was on his
Oh,
phone.
you fucking prick.
He was not even listening to you. That kid is on the escalator.
So
what did Rick say?
He was talking about how great Aerosmith is and talking about their albums and seeing AC/DC.
Oh, my God. I swear. How did you get a high school diploma, honestly?
I did good in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you blow a teacher to get a diploma?
I didn't have to.
I didn't have to. He blew me. He wanted some Canadian bacon, That's what that's all about. He blew a load in my face. But going back to my Aerosmith versus AC/DC, I just feel that Aerosmith's career has sustained through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and now. Even with Steven on American Idol, which I know that's not a favorite to people, but that's neither here nor there. But I just...
the whole band isn't on American Idol.
Well, everybody's been on it. I mean, Alice Cooper and Judas Priest and Kiss. There's been a ton of fucking people on American Idol. It's not even taboo to do that. But the point is I'm sure AC/DC would be on American Idol. Or if they haven't already. Does anybody know if they haven't?
No.
I don't know. But the point being, I just think that Aerosmith is a better band musically. I think Steven Tyler's a better songwriter. I think Joe Perry and Brad Whitford are better guitarists. I'm not taking anything away from Angus, but I just think that the AC/DC is like the Ramones on steroids. And I'm sure I'm going to piss somebody off by that remark, but you know, although the Ramones didn't have kick-ass solos like Angus does and stuff.
I
but
like the Ramones.
I love the Ramones.
That's why they're on steroids.
Yeah, that's why they're on steroids.
Steroids equals guitar solos.
Yeah, bigger, better, stronger. So
Aerosmith and AC/DC. If you have an opinion, you can send your opinion to podvomit@gmail.com.
and talk about how Elias has ADD. It shouldn't say ACDC. It should say ADD. Fucking attention deficit disorder. Fucking A, man. I'm texting. I have no attention span whatsoever. It's like he's a real life Beavis and Butthead, and Napoleon Dynamite. All those stereotypes are rolled into one, and it ejaculated out into him.
I swear to God.
And he looks like the
if you
mascot for
ever-
Mad Magazine.
If you ever compare him to Beavis and Butthead again, my two heroes, I will kick your ass because you know damn well he's the bastard that lived down the street with the winger shirt on. And that's
Stuart.
Stuart.
And that,
Hey,
is that your
Stuart.
middle name, Stuart? His middle name is Stuart.
oh, I rest my case. I didn't even know that.
Wow, now your new name is Winger.
Stuart Winger, Canadian. I'm gonna change the
That
name.
kid seemed kind of Canadian now that you mention it.
Yeah. And
Something read Canadian about that guy. I don't really know why.
so Elias, remove his.
I think I saw a
yank-
Pabst in his hand one day.
A Molson. I've got a Molson muscle, you know. That's my gut. I'm eating pancakes and drinking the Molson, watching the Maple Leafs, you know. That's what this is all
Yeah.
about.
I curl a 40 of Molson every night.
I curl it. It's funny.
Take his phone away from him, Luke.
Yeah, he won't let that. There's going to be a fight.
Luke, punch him in the face and
Luke, I've been known to whoop some ass.
Our producer is also our bouncer and bully.
Yeah, he has a taser back in the booth that he's going to electrocute.
Oh, that would be so sweet. I'd let you do that to me just because. Have you
Yeah.
ever been tased?
No.
I bet it's fun.
Would you like to be tased for the radio broadcast?
Man, I'll go for it.
Oh, I would love to do
I'll
that.
go for it if somebody else does
Hey,
it with
man,
me.
hey, Elias.
I believe we're gonna have a tasing.
Elias, will you tase Joe?
Okay.
Do you have a taser?
Yeah, I carry a taser.
Not
around
you.
on me all
Right
the
next to
time.
the sledgehammer in his
Yeah.
pocket.
We didn't reference that question by saying dumbass.
Hey, you know,
Luke.
hey,
Hey, Elias's dad
He's
is
a
a
cop.
cop. He
Right.
has a taser.
yeah.
Oh, he's got the police kind of taser.
Oh
too.
yeah, baby.
Hey,
You'll be on the ground
police
twitching.
kinda taser. It's worse than the other taser.
Could you get
What,
one?
do criminals have tasers? I've never seen a criminal with
No,
a
I
taser.
will
I mean,
take a
I'm
tasing.
sure you can buy one down to Jiffy Mart. You
Yeah,
know?
you ever see like a guy holding up a gas station with a taser? I mean,
Where are you going?
Where are you going, Elias?
I'm going home.
What?
Why?
This is boring.
Wow, you're just gonna leave right in the middle of the show?
This is exactly what I said it was gonna be. You always guys were gonna make fun of me.
Oh my God! Stop the recording. Stop the
he needs a mic on that.
You know, come on, man. Are you-
Don't walk out.
Are you paused?
Come over here.
Come here. Come here. Don't leave. Matt,
Yeah, I found the dog.
get over there and sit down. What are you doing? Why? Don't be such a baby, man. What are you doing?
I took 20 minutes of being picked on about the fucking biscuit guy.
Yeah,
you
remember
had
the
no
buffet?
problem laughing at me. No problem. And then the fucking thing gets pointed to you, and you got
laughing at Dwight Schrute.
no.
You know, you're
That's not what you were laughing at. Why is that, man? See, this is my point. And when people say I can't take a joke, I take the joke fine.
But he obviously can't take it at all.
I
I can't
understand.
believe.
Do you not think in the next 5 minutes Justin's not gonna have something fucking negative or fucked up to say to me?
This is just.
I have a few things brewing.
Toil.
I don't understand.
Seriously, I don't get it, man. You're acting like a fucking girl. That's bullshit. Why are you pussing out on us, man?
I don't really need to. It's just kind of.
And you're gonna fucking leave in a fucking show? Really?
Yeah, I mean, you actually get up. Would you get up out of the middle of a play and leave?
I mean, if you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, you're
I
a
mean,
Philistine. That's
you know,
what you
that's
are.
the problem. That's
I
the
don't know what
problem
that word is.
that's the problem with this generation, man. They ain't got no sack to sit around and fucking take it. You know, come on, have a thick skin. We're just fucking with you. We love you, man. We don't hate you.
Just kind of take an hour to get back home. Sorry.
You know, you didn't consider any of this before we come over here and sat down, and I invited you to be on the show, and we wanted you to, and we talked about all this, and we discussed, you know, things we could do, and I even said, you know, I'll talk to you about doing things first. We have not went over the line at all.
All right.
Jeez.
There you go. You win.
Well, you know.
You won. I'll say it.
Okay. Oh, yay for me. Can I have some applause, Luke?
Yes, congratulations.
Hey, everybody. Elias is coming back on the show.
We can now continue.
Thank goodness. I was afraid.
And maybe some Jerry Springer oohs. No, we don't have those.
Yeah. You know, thank you, Elias, for coming back on the show.
So welcome.
Well, you know, all I'm trying to get to the bottom of is your
Sore butthole.
you know, I just want to get to the bottom of the conversation that we had.
You were just taking too long with that, so I thought.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. With the Aerosmith AC/DC thing, and in the middle, not to mention, in the middle of my rant about it, you get over there and take your headphones off, get up and start walking out of the fucking studio. In the middle, and I didn't even finish what I had to say. And all I'm talking about is comparing the two. And then I'm going to give you the rebuttal to say, oh, well, I think AC/DC, and this is why I think you're wrong. That's all I'm doing. And you're getting your fucking, your dick in a fucking twist. So I'm asking you, what makes AC/DC, in your opinion, Elias, our Canadian resident that we are bound
Love
so much... Tell us, please, what from the Great White North, what turns you on about the guys from down under?
I'm not even from Canada. I've never even been to Canada.
Your mother had a romantic affair with a Canadian Mountie and had to leave Halifax, Nova
She's
Scotia.
never been above the Mason-Dixie line.
She was
You've
on
been
a
above the
guy's
dicks,
named
for sure.
Mason's. Let me tell you something. She was on a Mountie named Mason's Dixon line. I'm telling you that right now.
Who had socialized health care.
That's
so.
right. And
You're always walking around with pills in your hand. I mean, come on.
I don't have pills.
Well, look, you call them Pez, we call them pills, whatever. Tomato, tomato. But the point being is, you have such strong convictions about your favorite band from down under. So as
They're actually my second favorite band.
Aren't they from New Zealand?
They're
AC/DC?
from Australia,
No, they're from
retard.
Australia.
I don't
Ooh,
think
he
so.
called you a retard.
I heard they wipe
Did
their
you call me a
asses with
retard?
Canadian
Yes.
flags.
That's a terrible word.
That is common knowledge.
What is it?
What?
Wait, what's common knowledge? That he's a retard, or they're from New Zealand or Australia? What's
They're
the
from Australia. Everybody knows that.
Okay,
Well-
and they're from Sydney, aren't they? Am I correct or am I incorrect?
Oh my god.
You're
I'm
the
sure
fucking AC/DC fan. What am I?
Yeah,
I
they,
know
no, they
Aerosmith's-
started out in Sydney, then they relocated to Melbourne in 1974.
All right, I know Aerosmith's from Boston, so I mean,
Aerosmith sucks.
Really, tell me why Aerosmith sucks.
Look,
Thank
just
you.
all their songs.
Thing
I
they
told
did.
you they started in Sydney, then in '74 they relocated to Melbourne.
Okay, and now that we're geographically, aware of where they came from, which is fantastic.
How does that make their music so much more superior to that of Aerosmith?
They have sold 200 million albums worldwide. Let's look up and see how many Aerosmith sold.
Okay, let's do that. Pull that up on your magic computer.
Yes, you may use your
I,
phone again.
I can't type on this though.
Oh God, I can't type on this.
Shut up.
My Canadian fingers are too delicate.
150 million albums. AC/DC has sold 50 million more.
Oh, so they're better because of.
Well, clearly more people
Sales
like them
are
and
higher.
bought their albums.
Good point.
Clearly.
What about all the people that have pirated music?
And let me ask you this though: is that their entire library, or is this more specific to Brian
Aerosmith
John?
is the best-selling American rock band of all time, having sold more than 150 million albums worldwide, including 66.5 million albums in the United States alone. So that's exactly what I'm reading right there.
Well, I hope that just wasn't just coming right out of your head, because if that's, you sound like a robot.
Well, it is Wikipedia.
Danger, Will Robinson. I am reciting Wikipedia.
It really would
facts.
explain a lot of things if he was a cyborg.
Yeah, he'd be recalled.
It's like, I don't remember Canada, okay? There's something in my back of my head that's hurt for like the last 14 years, but
Maybe he's like Jason Bourne and he really is from Canada.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's where I'm getting with this. I think there's a patch in there
Can I be Arnold
drilled into his
Schwarzenegger
head
like
that changes his identity from the Canuck
Total
to
Recall.
this douchebag that
No,
lives
I
in
want to be the
Georgia.
Transformer.
He's Johnny Mnemonic. He's more like Johnny Neurotic.
Ha ha! That was really funny, Rick. You're so funny.
Do your clapping thing. And then say what you said.
Ha ha, Rick. You're so funny.
Oh,
This is
man.
normally what Elias does with great pleasure.
Yeah, he loves getting that kind of burn.